I have just a quick screencast of the WebQuest on Total War for the Morality of Warfare unit on World War II. And if I scroll down a little bit, we just want a definition of what total war is right here. I'll take some of these things off for you. But we want a definition of what total war is here. And you can take that off the internet, but make sure it's a definition that you understand. We want you then to think about what the advantages of fighting a total war would be. These may not be listed in the definition, but based on that definition, try to figure out what the advantage would be for someone who's willing to fight, or a nation that's willing to fight a total war. And we also want you to consider the disadvantages. Again, this won't probably be in the definition. So based on that definition, I want you to think about what would be the drawbacks of fighting that style of warfare. We then want you to do the same thing for limited war. So define what it is. And again, you can find an internet definition. That would be fine. And then try to think about, either on your own or with your partner, what would be the advantages of fighting this way, not a total war, but a limited war, and what would be the disadvantages of fighting that way. Different things that a country might have to consider, or again, the drawbacks of fighting that style of war. Next, we want you to define morality. And again, you can use an online kid-friendly definition, student-friendly definition, and just put it in right here. And then in your mind, give an example of something that you would consider a moral act and an immoral act. Again, these won't be from the internet, from your experience. This is what we want you to come up with, examples from your life. And then again, your opinion here, where do you think morals come from? Meaning, where does someone get the ideas of right and wrong? Where do you believe these ideas come from in an individual person? The last part of the WebQuest is asking you to give an example of a time the United States participated in a total war, naming it, listing some of the countries involved, and what caused that conflict, and then why you would consider this an example of total warfare. And then we want you to do the same thing for limited warfare. Find an example and give the information about that example. Lastly, a couple of summarizing questions here. Explain why you think some people would call the use of total warfare immoral. Do you agree? Why or why not? So you have to kind of put yourself in their shoes if you don't agree, and explain why. Explain why you think some people would call the use of limited warfare ineffective. Do you agree? Why or why not? And put your answer there. Again, those are opinion questions, but you've got to give reasons for what you decided. Hopefully this helps you. You can work alone or with a partner. And again, use the internet for the definitions, and the rest of it kind of your opinion. And so just give us what you think, because that's what we're interested in here. Thank you.